At the end of a long day, all any hard-working barber want to do is go home. But then there's those customers. Hey, can you just take one more? Well, this is that guy. Came into the shop, needed a haircut. Most barbers call it a headache. I call it a YouTube opportunity. And the weapons of choice: Post ZR, detachable blade clipper, 5/0 blade, Andy's cordless master with the fade blade, GTX trimmer modified by yours truly, and my Bronze Series 9 shaver. Using my Andy's clipper, I'm going to go up the side of his parietal ridge, being careful to rock out, creating a smooth transition until the crown of his head. Freezing right here, you're going to see the unevenness as the clipper goes from the back up to the crown of the head. How you have the darkness in certain spots. You can either take your time and get that to evenly go around now, or you can come back and hit it with clip over comb. I use the Bronze Series 9 shaver to eliminate any small stubbles left behind by the 5/0 blade from the detachable clipper. I'm going to only come up to 1/4 inch from the bottom line that I just created with the detachable blade clipper. Going up to that line creates another line that's hard to erase. With my cordless Andy's master open all the way up, I'll attack that bottom line, fading it out. Notice every time I lift the clippers up from the head, the lever on the clipper is actually being changed. The closer the lever gets to 0, the closer the fade gets to the skin. This is going to transition that fade from skin to a half. Now I have on my 0 guard, and I'll start with the clipper lever half open. And the more I close the clipper blade, I'm going to stay lower on the fade. The lower you close the blade, the lower you stay on the fade. Now I use a regular Andy's blade to tie in the transition between the 0 guard and the Andy's fade blade. Watch as that line disappear right before your eye. All the fine tuning of this fade will come from the opening and closing of your blade. With my flat comb, I would transition the parietal ridge hair into the hair on top. Another part where the hair was crooked and I showed you there were more dark spots than others, now you see the hair has evened out through the clipper of a comb. And as you turn the client in the chair, a smooth transitional fade follows. If you don't want to over attack the hair with clipper, you can also utilize thinning shears. Going up into the hair at an angle, just tapping the bottom. Observe how I am going against the grain from all angles.
This is a Chucky Beat production.
Using my modified T outliners, the haircut begins to come together, tying the sides into the front and taking care of any loose, straggly hairs over and around the ears. Finalizing the service with scissor cutting the top of his head. He wears a comb over, so we leave a little more length on the front so it'll connect from side to side without having any spots in it. Good thing about being a man with big hands, I can only cut your hair so short. Needless to say, my finger length is better than yours. I use a two-part process when scissor cutting the top of the hair. The first process cutting from front to back, and then cross-cutting, alleviating any longer hairs that were left when I cut from front to back. And the most important part, the edge. Because you don't want to push hard with your trimmers and scar the client's skin, you go over it with a razor, cutting against the grain, tautening the skin, and picking up any short stubbles. These are the details that make the haircut.